Hey guys, what's growing? It's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. Today I'm going to show you a remodel of one of our garden beds. So we have this very narrow garden bed. It's only 2 feet wide. It's 10 feet long on one side. It's an L shape. 10 feet long on the other side, but only 2 feet wide. Kind of curves a little bit. It is bordered by the patio, so an impermeable, thing we can't get through. And it's right up against the house. It is a south-facing bed, which is amazing because it gets like blasted by sun. So making some plant choices for this was really interesting. I'll show you where it's at right now. It's done, it's planted, except for one plant. And I'll insert some pictures to show you what it used to look like. And I didn't film the process of taking it apart, but you can see some still photos of having it all taken down. So here is the bed. Like I said, it is 2 feet wide. You can see it has a bit of a curve to it. It is almost 4 o'clock, so it's afternoon. There's trees shading it now, but pretty much for the entire day it is in sun. So when we moved in, and you'll see it in this photo, there was a giant Japanese maple here. Gigantic, huge, came up real tall, and it was hard to get in and out of this door, this glass sliding door that we use all the time. And then also in here was Nandina, heavenly bamboo, which I hate so much. It's horrible. It kept growing up as well. And then over here on this corner where this pot is, was this crazy shrub that was okay, but it was just too big for the space. It had actually grown way out over the walkway. And so we pulled everything out and I made a plan. Mike and Dylan dug up all the roots. We, made sure everything was gone from here, filled it with compost and starter fertilizer and planted. So what we've done is we've put these containers, this one and that one over there. They're usually by our sofa set. They used to go here flanking the sofa, but we want to put end tables there so you have someplace to put your drinks. And these containers I like to change out seasonally. So this will allow me to make changes to this bed every time I want to. We can just use these containers. Also, the bonus of this is that it's sitting on top of the very tiny bits of remnants of the Japanese maple, and that means it won't be able to re-sprout. Okay, so we have a head coat lavender. We've got 5 of these going across. We have 2 of these Weigela. They are called spilled wine. They have a mounding habit and they only get up to 2 feet tall and wide. And then interspersed in here we have some Veronica, which is going to be a blue ground cover. And then we have 2 types of thyme. We have just a regular creeping thyme and an elfin thyme. Now I do need to get a plant for right here. Haven't decided what that's going to be yet. And then I also have 2 terracotta yarrow. Now over here I'm just going to do ground cover. I still have some thyme and stuff. Nothing really under here, maybe some ground cover. But then in this corner, there was a star jasmine, but it was dying. It had been there for a long time. So I'm going to put a new star jasmine in there. It's over here in this pot. And get a nice narrow trellis that goes up this wall so that we can train the whole thing to it. So that's about it. I think we're going to be really happy with the transformation of that bed. I think even over the course of just this season, it's going to fill in quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to that. The nice thing was that the soil, because there'd been things growing there for so long, was super, super fluffy and easy to dig. I ended up using a tool, but I didn't really need to. It was super easy to dig. So I think those plants will settle in really quickly because they won't have any problem trying to get their roots to run. In fact, the Japanese maple that was in there, its roots ran from where it was on the corner next to the glass sliding door all the way around the L shape of the bed all the way to the other end, which is crazy. And I know it had roots going underneath the patio. So that was definitely the wrong choice for someone to put there. They either didn't do their research to find out how big it was going to get, or didn't care because maybe they were kicking the can down the road knowing they weren't going to stick around in this house for that long, but definitely way too big. The trunk on it was about 5 inches in diameter. It was a big, more like 6 or 7 inches in diameter. It was a big Japanese maple, and it's too bad that we had to take it out and there was no way we could save it because most of it was underneath the patio. So, but I think it's going to be so much better, definitely more water-wise because all of those things are drought tolerant. And also all of those things really love hot sun, and so I think they're going to do great there. And I can continue to change up how it looks with those 2 barrels on the sides. So that's it for bed reno, at least that one. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful time in your garden, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.